if you have the reveal be like, you would never suspect this person because they aren't in the story. It's like, okay, yeah, oh, you got me, dude. Welcome back to Dramatic Evaluation. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Hulu post-apocalyptic thriller mystery drama show Paradise. Please hook me up and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. So spoiler alert, hardcore, and we're talking about the plot, big key moments, plot points, spoiling the crap out of this. So if you haven't seen the show, don't watch this video. Watch the show first, then watch the video, or have it be spoiled. Your choice, all good. By the way, if you think I'm wearing pants right now, nah, dog. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so for a very general plot overview before we get into some of the specific stuff, basically this show is there's a catastrophic extinction level event coming that they foresee, or at least certain people behind the scenes or in the government foresee this coming. This billionaire and some scientists and the president and just kind of seemingly not that big of a group of people are in on the knowledge, and then this project of building a massive bunker kind of city underneath a mountain. So when all the stuff goes down and the world ends, they can all go take a bunch of people to this bunker and kind of rebuild or just have civilization down there. And then when they're down there, the president is murdered. So that's a big mystery of like who done it, you know, who killed the president, what happened here, while they're also just kind of uncovering mysteries of like how'd they get here, what led to them being in this bunker, what happened for like the end of the world and all that stuff. Are there survivors out there? You know, is it only us here? Did anyone survive out there? One of the main characters' his wife didn't make it into the bunker with him, so he's like thinks she's dead out there, but then starts to question and find clues and evidence of like, oh, is she alive out there? We see all of that unfold throughout the show. And then they throw in some inexplicable time travel, maybe alternate universe stuff, and a super AI computer at the end. So, you know, I don't know what the heck that's about. But basically, that's the general plot of the show. The actors, there's some good actors in this show for sure. Mainly Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us, and then James Marsden from a bunch of stuff. He's great. He's sticking around. He's just continues working and is in a bunch of stuff, and very charismatic, very handsome dude, and great actor. And then I don't really know anybody else. Other good actors in the show, but I'm not that I'm familiar with. There's the girl from the Divergent movie series and other stuff. There's a guy in season 2, a guy from this Disney show, The Lodge, this musical show that I've seen. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know the names of anybody else besides those two. But they're good. There's good acting pretty much across the board, and it's a creative story. I think, you know, it's a pretty cool setting for a story, and then they get some good like mysteries going on to where you're kind of wondering what's happening, wanting to see what happens next. So on that level, it's engaging and interesting show for sure. The music and the score I want to talk about real quick. So the main theme of the show is good. I like it. It sounds nice, but it's so overly used. Like, it's just throughout the entire show. So this is what the show does. It does two things. It does this one theme over and over for every like dramatic scene and all this stuff, but in a different way. Like, they have a little bit slower, or like different instruments or sounds or whatever, but it's that same melody, that same theme over and over throughout the show. And then the other thing they do is at the end of the episode, usually, lots of like calm, chill covers of songs. And sometimes they're good, like old rock songs or whatever. And then the other half the time they're Elvis songs, because there's a whole thing with the girl staying in Graceland and Elvis's house and all that stuff. But yeah, like sometimes it's effective and good, and sometimes it's just like, I don't like that song. But it's a very, very, very different rendition cover of of these songs that they put in over the top of, usually at the end of episodes, of like when they are wrapping up that episode, revealing something or whatever. But yeah, like I said, the music's good, but like change it up a little bit, you know? Come on. As far as length and pacing, it's 2 seasons of 8 episodes each. So it's what a lot of shows are starting to do now, I feel like. 8 episodes. I'm in on it, dude. It's crazy. Back in the day, I used to love, like, Lost had, like, seasons of, like, 24 episodes, you know, stuff like that, where it's just like, heck yeah, give me more, give me more. Now there's so much out there, and I'm trying to get through a show to get to the next show. I'm kind of on board for, like, okay, you want to tell a succinct story and wrap it up in 8 episodes and not have this drag 24 episodes? I'm fine with that. Like, if it's good, it's good. I don't need it to have filler episodes and drag out into 20 episodes long. So I think 8 episode seasons is great. I was able to binge the crap out of this show and get through it real quick. It's decent pacing, definitely some boring scenes, and a good amount, honestly, of boring scenes, and quite frankly, wasted scenes that didn't really need to be there, or at least they go on too long. Like, just tighten it up. And they do the thing where, like, I don't know, like Breaking Bad and shows like this do it successfully. They try, and it's not that they do a bad job of it, but it's just kind of like old hat at this point, like where they just show like a 14-minute scene that could have been like 2 minutes for like the intro, and showing all the particulars of like, oh, watch this person get into the car and then start the car and then do all this stuff. It's like, just get to it, man. Get to the story. What are we doing here? But it's definitely engaging enough. They have like I said, all these different mysteries going on, kind of. So you're wanting to see what happens next. You're interested, and it's also good mysteries and story points and things that aren't like too convoluted, where I'm like wondering what on earth is happening. I don't remember this detail, so now I can't understand this reveal. Like, everything is pretty good, makes sense, and is easy enough to follow to where you're not feeling lost or like you don't understand what's happening in the story. It's pretty straightforward and gettable. Okay, so just a bunch of random thoughts that I wanted to talk about real quick on this show. So season 1, the murderer reveal of the person who killed the president was a bit weak, honestly, because this is not a character that we spent time with. It was just a random new character, basically. Like, yeah, we saw him twice throughout the show, but like very, very briefly. And yeah, it was kind of interesting, or kind of insane, honestly, that it turned out to be the guy who they show earlier, like, did make an attempt on the president's life outside of the bunker before everything went down. So it's just kind of insane that guy who tried to kill him ends up killing him anyway down in the bunker. But, I mean, it should have been someone more involved in the story. Like, that's how all whodunit mystery movies are. Like, it's like, oh, like, you would never suspect this person, and it was this person. If you have the reveal be like, you would never suspect this person because they aren't in the story. It's like, okay, yeah, oh, you got me, dude. You know, of course I didn't think it was that person because they're not involved in it. You don't have your suspect list comprised of the janitor over there that isn't in the story. Like, so kind of weak sauce, honestly. It should have been someone like Sinatra or like that level of involved character. But, you know, is what it is, and it's still fine. But you end up watching like 20-minute intro to the finale episode of that character. Of like, oh shoot, we probably should get this guy involved a little bit and like show his backstory a little bit. And it's like, maybe do that earlier then. I don't know. And at the end, that the character Jane shoots Sinatra. Sterling K. Brown's like she says like, oh, he's about to blow your head off, so I shot you to keep you alive. And she's like, oh, you're no good to me dead. Okay, if that's what's up and you shot her to purposefully have her stay alive, why did you shoot her straight in the throat, dude? Like, that gunshot, if you watch that scene, it's like right under the throat, like right above whatever, where your like collarbones come together. Like, she got shot like right there. That's a place you're going to shoot someone if you're like, I need to keep this person alive. I would think they would immediately die if you shot them right there. Shoot her in the right shoulder or whatever, like away from the heart. But like, I don't know, man, wild thing to do, and very convenient that she stays alive. Okay, and then I want to talk about the jump from season 1 to season 2. Such a different show. Season 1 is great in its own way, and it's its own show, and then season 2 is just fully a different show. It's like has almost nothing to do with season 1. I think there's only one, maybe two episodes that even involve those characters back in the bunker. The rest of it's all the stuff out on the road, which I liked most of, but just crazy how different the show is. It's a bold thing, in my opinion, when shows are like, I mean, this is a whole other conversation. The thing that pisses me off when shows are like, oh, we got to change it up. We can't just do the same thing over and over. No, dude. If people liked it and it's a hit, they liked it for a reason. So if you don't do that thing, the reason, and you change it to something else, there's a chance people won't like it anymore. Idiot, and do the thing that worked, that made the show what it is. In this case, this story, it necessitates, or it makes sense that it changes into what it does in season 2, but I don't think it needed to do so on such the level that it did and exclude the crap out of the setting and everything that was going on in season 1. I don't know. And then after the massive cliffhanger of season 1, or massive cliffhanger, like whatever, the cliffhanger of him leaving, it's like, oh wow, Sterling K. Brown, what is his name? Xavier is going to leave the bunker and go out to try to find his wife. Holy crap, cool. Like, we're going to see the outside world. We're going to see him journey to try to find his wife. And then after that cliffhanger, we spend the full episode of season 2 with this random new character that we don't know, the Divergent girl. What? Give 15, 20 minutes, sure. Like you did with the mailman character a few episodes later. And then got back to the story, like, for the rest of the episode. A full 55 whatever minute episode after a cliffhanger of wanting to see what's happening with our story that we were watching. You just show like a completely new, random, different story of this girl and how she survived and lived at Graceland and had this person with her, and that person died because she sucked and couldn't keep her alive. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting an entire episode on this? This is crazy. I could not believe that. It really bothered me. I was mad about it, and I hated it. And then, after spending that much time with her in that first episode, like 2 episodes later, she dies. They just kill her off. It's like, dude, especially if you were gonna kill this character off, what are you doing? Don't spend that much time with the character. I know, yeah, sure, like setting her up and then spending time with her to get you like attached to her so that her death is meaningful. Okay, whatever. No. Okay? No. I would have had the same impact and meaningfulness if we only got like 20 minutes set up. If that first episode was condensed into 20 minutes. And then we got back to like Sterling K. Brown's story, and then we go back and forth. That's the thing I love. I love going back and forth. Game of Thrones, shows like this that do a good job of going back and forth and involving all the characters in a story. That's what I prefer and like. I really don't like, especially if a show is week to week, weekly release, and you have a full episode where it's all one character or situation, and then the next week it's like something else. Because then you're spending multiple weeks like, oh, what happened 4 weeks ago when I last saw Xavier? I don't remember. I hate that. Intercut stuff, go around, show all the characters in the freaking thing, man. Like, I hate that. I hate it. And then when she does die, like she's giving birth, Xavier runs to like try to find help. He ends up getting his family to like come and help. He like looks at the horse on his way out, and he's like, no, and he like runs. It's like, bro, why are you running down the street? Like, the time is of the essence, my guy. Ride the horse, dude. I don't know if there was something I missed before where they set up a thing where like only she likes the horse likes her or something, and it won't like. So he couldn't ride it or something. I don't know. Like, that just was weird of why you would run and not ride the horse. Okay, so jumping more toward the end, some kind of weird moments or things that I take issue with a little bit. Like, why did Sinatra think... jumping into the whole, like, weird time travel, whatever thing they're trying to do that isn't clear at all to me, or I think at all in the show. Why does she think that? Like, she witnessed her son die. Just because this kid's name is Dylan and has the same birthday, she's like, oh, well, it's my son. I know it is. I know it's him. Why? Why do you think that? At what point has anything been set up, ever, at any point, that the possibility of alternate universe or time travel or anything is possible? Also, what time travel? The kid dies. The kid had an illness and died. So, like, in what way would the kid time travel and then have grown up? I'm perplexed by this. I don't. If you know what's up and I'm dumb and missing something, put it in the comments. Let me know. But like, what? I don't get that. And then I super didn't understand why she like had to go down with the ship. especially if she thinks, oh, my son is alive and he's there and it's all good. You spent your like last several years like missing the crap out of him and like being over life because you didn't have your son and you lost your son. Why wouldn't you want to be reunited and be like, hey, I'm your mom and live with him? Like, why did she go down with the ship? Everyone got out. Everyone had time to evacuate and get out of the bunker that was like melting down and stuff. And she's just like chilling. And she's like, no, I gotta stay. No, you don't. You don't. Why? I didn't understand why she felt the need to go down with the ship like that. And that was really stupid and dumb. And then it's kind of funny after there's like the last like 5 minutes of the show where they're all like, it's all calm now. And they're all kind of sitting by the fire and stuff. And Dylan has like the baby. I get to have my baby and all this stuff. They're all chilling. They're all chilling together. Okay. I just laughed because I'm like, 25 minutes ago, you jerks showed up at their doorstep, caused this massive meltdown that destroyed this bunker and this like nice life they were living. You absolutely jacked their lives. And then like a half hour later, they're just like, oh, we'll just chill with you at the campfire and hang out and be friends. It's like, aren't you like very mad at them? How are you just together? Like, is that didn't understand that at all. And by the way, Xavier has some splainin to do now that his wife is back, which is a whole miraculous thing to find his wife, bring her back. But with Dr. what's her name? Tarabi, the therapist who he gets down with in season 1, and they like meet at the end there of the episode. It's like, oh, this is Dr. Tarabi. It's like, is that gonna come out? You're gonna tell her about how you straight up did that with her? So curious if they address that in season 3. Will be pretty annoying if they don't, honestly. And then the setup for season 3 is Sinatra tells Xavier before she stupidly goes down with the ship that Alex can stop all of this. Alex, like, go save the world. Stop what? Alex can stop what? Everything happened already. Okay, the world ended with the whole catastrophic event that happened and everyone died and there were only a few survivors out there. And then the bunker meltdown thing happened already and the bunker's done. Everything's happened. What did I miss that there's like some other upcoming impending event that's going to end the world that needs to be stopped by Alex? I don't, what are you talking about? Go save the world from what? They didn't establish or say anything, or I missed it, I guess. I don't know, but it wasn't clear what else is now coming down the line again that has to be stopped or he has to go save the world from. I don't know what that is. So I guess we'll find out in season 3. Okay, so for my rating, I gave season 1 an 8.5. And then season 2, I gave an 8.4. I did feel like season 1, I was like into it more. Season 2 had its moments where I was into it for sure. And I did like the more post-apocalyptic vibe of like being on the outside world and stuff. But the I don't know, the writing and storytelling and the situation and the mysteries in season 1 and not knowing what was going on, it just felt cooler and a little bit better. That's why I gave it the 0.1 extra in season 1 there. But this is a good show, good actors, good writing. I am a little bit worried about it going off the rails a little bit with the time travel, alternate universe, whatever it is stuff. We'll see what it is in season 3, but I just hope it makes sense and is impactful and good, and it's not trying to pull a Lost. And there's big shoes to fill with Lost, so relax on trying to go ham on all the time travel and convoluted crazy stuff. The show's been easy enough to follow up until this point. So like, don't jack it up with just weird, impossible to understand quantum craziness. Okay. So that's it for my review, I guess, of the show Paradise. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. Let me know if you saw the show, what you thought of it. Stay tuned. Until next time.